I don't know if you saw, but on November 1st, they're going to roll out some of these new rule changes that allow 12-6 elbows, and they've redefined what a grounded opponent is. Pierce, did you hear this news, and what do you make of these rule changes that people seem to think should have been made a long time ago?
Yeah, I mean, I think the 12-6 elbow should have been a while ago. So I don't think it really make a difference. I think people, regardless, they throw it, and it's just whatever the ref sees, right? If he sees that angle or he doesn't see that angle, the only person that I've ever seen throw a 12-6 elbow where it got DQ'd was John Jones.
I heard something about it before, but I weren't really paying attention what someone was telling me, to be honest. So I think that's pretty good. So they're letting people. What's the second one? Sorry.
So you need to have more than just your hands.
Yeah.
You can't have your elbow, your shoulder, your knee. You can't just kind of posture up with your hand.
Yeah, well, I think that's a bit of a silly rule. Anyway, those two, in my opinion, they're good changes. Like they should change them over, and I also think they should allow knees to the head on the ground as well. Well, I guess that kind of is knees to the head on the ground. No.
I don't think if they're grounded.
No, I think they should allow that. Yeah.
John said he's going to try to appeal his previous loss to Matt Hamill because of the 12-6 is now allowed. Do you think it should be overturned to a win?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a silly rule. I don't know if you can do that like 10 years after the fact, though. Maybe, or however long ago it was. Maybe you can. I mean, we're talking about John Jones. The guy has his own rules, so maybe he can.
They feel very grappler friendly, so I'm surprised because I know a lot of people don't like grapplers. So I'm a little shocked, but I'm happy because the elbows especially, that's going to open up a lot of stuff. And I kind of wish it was already active.
And John said that he might try to appeal that lone loss to Matt Hamill.
He should. I always view he's undefeated. Does anyone in here not agree? Oh, we got a contrarian? Oh. You're right. We all have to do the rules. You're right. That's a good one.
As a guy who made the mistake.
Oh, we're getting the banter.
No.
You appeal the referee. Rather than
Oh, no.
wasn't the guy who told Matt Hamill to fight back and Matt Hamill couldn't hear it?
You saw, but on November 1st, there's going to be some new rule changes. They're going to allow the 12-6 elbows, and they've redefined what a grounded opponent is in the octagon. I'm curious, did you know about that, and what do you make of these new rules?
Yeah, I seen that last night, actually. Me and Paddy was watching the telly, and it came up on our phone, and I'm all game for it. I want soccer kicks to the head. I'd have a good go at it all, you know me. Do you know what I mean? Even if they said, we'll take the gloves off, yeah. Do bare knuckle MMA, I'd have a good go. So, yeah, I'm game.
If I know a lot of people mention me and Aljo in the comments, but I think if they change rule, we're gonna change our style. So if the rule worked for me against Tim Elliott and Alex Perez, it worked. Now I have to think something different. I won't be in that same position. If they change, it's good.
It would have been nice about 6 months ago if they'd done that, but yeah, whatever. It's good. It's good, I guess.
It's fine with me. Yeah, for the end of the day, we're fighting. I think grounded opponents a long time ago should have been both knees on the floor or your back on the floor. This all touching the floor and then coming off. I think it's too deceiving. It's just confusing your opponent, and it's not a downed opponent. If we was wrestling, I would need to take you down and put you back on the mat for it to count as a takedown. So yeah, I'm glad they just. Yeah, it works for me. It means that I can do more in my skill set.
Is that frustrating when not every commission has the same rules for a grounded opponent? Some of them it's one hand, some of them it's two hands. It's like, does that go into like you choosing fights, or is it that complicated?
It doesn't really affect me too much, but it can be a little bit confusing, But obviously the UFC before always have the ref come and give us the rule breakdown, etc. So we always just before the fight will ask, but it would be nice to know exactly what we can do.
I don't know if you saw, but there's been some rule changes that have been approved that are going to affect on November 1st. That will allow 12-6 elbows. And,
No way.
Yeah. And it's also redefined what a downed opponent is. I think you need another part of your body besides your hand. So like your elbow, your shoulder, your butt, whatever. You can't just have one hand down. They still have to, all the commissions still have to approve this. So it might take a while, but November 1st is realistically the rollout. What do you make of these new rule changes?
Well, it sounds good. Like I can literally put my kneecap to your fucking forehead, but I can't do this. It's a stupid rule in the first place. But I actually hadn't heard that, lad. But hey, happy days. Makes sense.
Is that well?
No, it's
doesn't
November.
affect me, doesn't it?
November
Good,
1st. It's supposed-
good job. I didn't have a clue. That I was thinking. No, I did see the 12-6 elbow. I definitely saw it. I think that was a silly one to have in. Really, it's no different than any other elbow. I didn't think. The grounded one, yeah, it's probably better. Sometimes people play in the rules, but what's now? So with two hands, we class it
So
now.
you need your hand and then like an elbow or a shoulder or a knee. It just has to be another part of your body. It doesn't necessarily have to be two hands.
Yeah, it's probably better to me go with that a bit quicker and knee to the head. But yeah, I think the rules have always been a bit sketchy, haven't they? Especially to the grounded opponent. So it probably is good universally. Everyone knows exactly what's happening. Less room for error and mistakes in there.